Good morning. So today I'm going to take you through one of my very realistic days in the life, and we're obviously going to start with the morning. As you can see, it is very early in the morning, 10 past 4, and this is how my days usually start. So first things first is always my morning supplements with my lemon and my apple cider vinegar, and I take that first thing in the morning. They're laid out the night before, so they're there waiting for me, and yeah, as you can see, I'm tired. Next round of events is always my morning steps, so I aim for about 4,000 steps first thing every single morning. So I get warmed up, then I take out my phone and I knock out a chunk of work on my Instagram posts, client replies, all of that gets done before turning on the TV and just enjoying a little bit of YouTube. Once that is done, I head back over to the kitchen and I make my coffee first because it needs time to cool down. So the kettle is boiling, and in the meantime I take out all of my meal prep that I prepped the night before, all my drinks for the gym, pack it into my food bag, give you a cheeky wink, bring it over to the other side of the kitchen so it's waiting there for me when I leave the house. Then I also bring a load of water bottles and my intra-workout drinks. And that's that. And then I just wait for my kettle to boil and I get my coffee for the morning. Then this part of my morning is pretty much self-explanatory. Brush my teeth, do my skincare, get the braids out because I didn't feel like straightening my hair, so I just put it into braids last night. And then I just get ready, put my clothes on and all of that. So I'm just going to let you watch and I'll catch you back in the kitchen. It is then time to get all the other bits that I need to get done for work. So coffees. I make my coffees for work because I have really good travel cups. They keep it warm and it saves me money buying coffee at work. And I also take this time while the coffee is brewing just to put away any dishes from the night before. So make my coffee, pour it into my travel cups, add a bit of almond milk, and they are good to go for work. And I then always prep a capsule and a coffee cup for John, so he does that first thing when he wakes up before even saying hi to me. And then I just prep my breakfast. So my breakfast is prepped in the fridge as well the night before. Everything is weighed out, so I just chop up my strawberries, add my dark chocolate, put some stevia on my strawberries, and that is my breakfast done. So it takes me no time because it's already prepped the night before.
Good morning YouTube, welcome back to my channel, welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name is Olivia and I'm a bikini competitor, online health and fitness coach, and a bikini and wellness posing coach. And yes, I'm being very quiet, it is still really early. It is currently 5, I don't know if you can see that, it is 5:28 on Thursday the 19th of September. And welcome back to another video. So I know it was quite the walkthrough I took you through this morning, but this is a video that's actually been highly requested from you guys. Just how I actually spend my days during the week when I'm working my full-time job on top of everything else that I do. So today I'm basically going to bring you through my day and I'm going to show you how I balance 3 jobs pretty much, plus bodybuilding and everything in between. So as you saw, I get up just after 4 o'clock in the morning. Now it's usually about 20 past 4 when I'm not filming. Today it was 5 past 4 just to make sure I have time to film. And the first thing that I do after going to the toilet and checking my body weight, I take my supplements, all my morning supplements, which you would have seen in a different video. So I prep them all the night before. As you would have seen earlier, everything I need for the morning is prepped the night before. Everything is on the counter, even my coffee capsules, everything is just ready to put together. My meals are in the fridge, so obviously I've prepped all my meals the night before, and I just pack them up into my food bag and they're gonna come with me. So yeah, I take all of my powder morning supplements, so glutamine, creatine, greens, vitamin C, whole lemon, apple cider vinegar, and I drink that. During the morning I drink a whole one of these. That's about what, 1.2 litre. So I'm still not finished it, but I need to have some left over for my pills. I hope that straw's not in the way. I then get on my walking pad and I do about 4,000 steps today. I actually did 4.3, got a bit carried away, and obviously I got up a bit earlier and realized I actually have more time, but this will just allow me to be a bit ahead for the day. Now, I used to go outside for my steps because my protocols do say fresh air steps, outside steps. However, the road I live by, you'll probably hear cars zooming past. It's a very busy and dark road with no lights, and we are in September now. The mornings are pitch dark. It is still pitch dark outside. It's still pitch dark by the time I get to work. So it's just a bit too dangerous. So we did get a walking pad not too long ago, and it's been working up to a treat. I have the windows open so I still get some fresh air when I do it. And yes, that's what I do first thing in the morning. I then put myself together, put on the clothes that I've laid out the night before. Yet again, I do nothing crazy in the mornings because I can't wear makeup to work, I can't wear jewelry to work, etc, etc. So it's very, very simple, and my clothes are actually covered up at work as well, so you can't really see what I'm wearing. So I usually just end up wearing my gym gear, or at least my leggings, and just change the top when I get to the gym, because I go to the gym straight after work, which you will see. But that just makes it a bit easier and spares me bringing even more bags, because I'm already bringing 3 as it is, which you will see. But yeah, today I'm going to take you through how my day really looks like, how I manage to juggle a full-time job plus being a coach and a posing coach and a bodybuilder. Today is a training day as well, so it's definitely a good day to show you how hectic my days can really be, especially once we get out of work, which is where my other work really starts. So I work 6:30 to just before 3 o'clock, and I then head straight to the gym, which you will see, and then make sure to stay tuned for what happens after the gym, because that's when I really show you how I juggle everything. But for now, it is 5:30 in the morning. I have half an hour before I leave the house, so I'm going to get my meal 1 in, which is just 300 grams of yogurt, 200 grams of berries, 10 grams of dark chocolate. I'm going to have my first coffee of the day, which you see is over an hour after I wake up. I try not to have coffee first thing in the morning, especially because I do take thyroid hormones, and the uptake of those would be inhibited if I had caffeine straight away. And I only take a sip of this coffee, to be honest, and then I eat my food and then drink my coffee. So let's take a sip. Nothing hits like the first sip of coffee in the morning. And yeah, so I have half an hour, so I take this time to either watch some YouTube. I have Kerry Sexton playing there in front of me, her 4-day out Texas vlog. And I also have my laptop with me, because if there's any work that I need to do, I have half an hour to do it, or 20 minutes, let's say, giving me time to wash up the dishes, put on shoes, etc, etc. But if there's any not so urgent work that I need to do, or maybe if I just need to reply to some clients, which to be honest I did on the treadmill anyway, but if there's anything I kind of want to work on in the morning, or maybe I have a client in peak week who needs a check-in first thing in the morning, I take care of that. Right now I don't have any clients in peak week until next week. So it's a bit more of a chilled morning, so I actually don't need to do any work because I managed to get a load done on my phone this morning. So I'm going to eat this up, and I will catch you before I leave the house to go to work. Alright, it's been half an hour. It is time to go to work. So I've got my helper with me. Lee takes all the bags for me into the car. Well, usually I take the big pink gym bag, but showing off for the vlog today, bringing them all.
Show those strong.
Just grab my keys. See, this is what I mean. It is so pitch dark out there. What? There she is. I'm going to drive into work now, and I will catch you when I get there and give you a little rundown. Okay, it is currently 6:12 in the morning. I've just pulled up to work. It is so foggy today, I honestly couldn't see where I was driving. I've got about 10 just over 10 minutes to just chill in the car. I usually just take this time to go through Instagram, if I'm being honest. Don't mind this, that's my doggo's collar always hanging here. So I just take like 10 minutes just to go through my phone, reply to anyone. My mom or my dad usually message me this early in the morning, so I'll message them back. If you don't know, my mom moved back to Poland at the start of the year, so we message every single morning, every single evening, during the day sometimes as well, but a morning message and a good night message is a must. So yeah, I just kind of take this time to go through my phone. If there's any posts I want to kind of finalize for today, I'll do that, because I usually make my first post of the day on my first break. So I have 2 breaks, which I will see you at. I have a break at 9:15, so just before 9 o'clock, and I have a break at 12:15. So yeah, I have 2 half-an-hour breaks, which I will catch you at, both of them, because I'll be eating my meals. So yeah, I had meal 1 at home, I have meal 2 and 3 on my breaks, and then I will have meal 3 later on before I go to the gym. That's my pre-workout, meal 4, and then meal 5 is post-workout, and then I have another meal then when I get home after the gym. So yeah, I know some of you are curious where I work. It's honestly not exciting at all. I work in, as my coffee cup says, I work in Boston Scientific. It is a medical factory, and I am just a regular product builder here. Nothing to be extremely proud of, nothing to be embarrassed about, that's for sure. A job is a job, and you know, I am working really, really hard right now to build up my own business. Now, business hasn't been booming lately, but I think it is just the time of year. It's not just me, but that just motivates me to work even harder, bring out more content. I've literally been posting informative reels and posing reels pretty much on the daily. I usually spend my weekends kind of bulk filming, because I really don't have the time during the week, which you will see today. So I'm just working really, really hard right now to get my name out there, both as a coach, as a posing coach, and as an athlete. Like, I have to say, working with Kuba over the last couple of weeks has been absolutely incredible. The amount of comments I have gotten from other coaches, from people in the gym, on how well I'm doing, it's really nice. So yeah, I'm working my ass off, juggling 3 jobs. But it'll all be worth it in the end. It can be tiresome sometimes. I do end the days pretty tired, which you will see, but I know, well, it's going to be very worth it. So I'm going to put the camera away now, because my co-workers are probably like, what is she doing? A lot of people don't know I have a channel. So obviously I won't be bringing you in there, because it is definitely not allowed. As I said, no makeup, no jewelry, no nails, no nothing. So cameras are probably prohibited as well. So we're not going to chance it, because I can't have any personal belongings in the clean room, because I do work in a clean room. So not my phone, nothing. So I definitely can't bring you in there. But I will catch you at my break times, because I actually do come out to my car, which I will talk about on break. So I shall see you in 6, 7, 8, 2.5 hours. Also, please don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, comment, follow me on Instagram. How did I forget to say it? Yeah, it really helps the channel out a lot, so please show some love. It is absolutely freezing today. We literally had 25-degree heat yesterday, and right now I just turned the heated seats on. But it's supposed to get warm again later on in the day. But it's still so foggy and freezing. Didn't expect that. Anyway, it's break time. So 2 hours of work put down. Nice and quick morning, actually, for once. So I'm happy about that. But so yeah, I've got half an hour now of a break. So what I do is I take the first couple of minutes, because I'm not absolutely starving just yet. I'm going to take a sip of my coffee that I made this morning, still nice and warm. I'm going to take the first couple of minutes to make Instagram posts, because that's usually when I don't make them, I just post them. I have them pre-made either yesterday or this morning on the treadmill, so I kind of finalize them in the morning. I don't schedule my posts, just because I'm probably going to want to change something last minute. So I'm just going to go into my posing Instagram. If you're not following there, make sure you do. It's just Pose with Olivia. So I have a nice little posing tip for today about flicking your hair in your routine. So that's what I'm going to do, and yeah, and then I'm going to share it to my story, share it to my other story, on my other page, and then I'm gonna eat my first or my second meal today, my first meal at work. So I'll show you when I whip that out. So let me just make that post and I'll catch you in a couple of minutes. Okay, so that post is taking its time. It says preparing for like the last minute and it's not actually posting, so I don't know what that's about. So I'm just gonna let it do its thing, which is a bit unfortunate because obviously I can't exit Instagram to watch some YouTube because that's what I usually do. So I'm just gonna dig into my meal. I'll show it to you in a second. A lot of people actually eat in their cars, and that's very common in my workplace. I don't know why. We do have a big canteen, but it's just so loud, and like we already work in a pretty loud environment that I like to just come to my car, watch some YouTube, chill out before I have to head back in. That post is not posting. Anyway, my meal, let me show you. I have got 200 grams of baby potatoes air fried with peri peri salt. I've got 100 grams of 5% steak mince, 50 grams of veggies, we got mushrooms and peppers. I'm going to top with obviously no added sugar or salt ketchup, which goes on absolutely everything. And with that, I'm going to have 100 grams of fresh blueberries. If you're wondering why I have blueberries with my savory meals, make sure to check out my previous videos or my Instagram where I actually talk in depth. I made a reel about this, so I'm not going to dive too deep into it now. I'm going to watch some YouTube if that reel decides to post. If not, we're going to have some trouble in paradise. And yeah, and so then I will catch you on my other break, my lunch break. And I will tell you then what I will be doing in terms of my next meal and what I'm doing in terms of training today, because obviously I will be going straight to the gym after work. So I will catch you in about 3.5 hours. Hello, it's a couple of hours later. So my break is at 12:15. It is currently 8 minutes past 12 because I'm very strict about my break time, you know. Anyway, it is time to get the next meal in, which is chicken, potato, and the same veg that I had earlier. So the only difference here is chicken instead of beef. And I've got 100 grams of juicy pineapple for those digestive enzymes. So that's going to be my meal number 3 today. And now this break is a little bit different to my first break because I don't just sit in my car. I eat my meal, I watch what I want to watch, I have a few sips of my coffee. I usually have about half of this and save the other half for after work. It's still warm actually. Still warm. But what I do then is I actually get out of the car when I'm finished and I have about 10 minutes to spare. And I go get a few steps in just up and down the car park. It's a massive car park. Do you want me to show you a little bit? So it is a massive car park and it literally goes all the way around back. So I actually get a decent 10-minute walk pretty much up and down. So that's what I do for the last 10 minutes of my break. Because listen, I eat my food, I watch what I want to watch. That's about 20 minutes. And then I still have 10 minutes. Like, I'm not just going to sit. I need to get out, move. Like, steps are so important for digestion, just for overall health, and it just helps me with my step count for the day as well, and lets me get some fresh air, because let's face it, I'm cooped up inside there, I'm cooped up inside here, I'll be cooped up in the gym, I'll be cooped up at home, so it is important to get out when I can, unless it's lashing. Today it's not, so I'm gonna get out. I won't be taking you with me for the walk, but I will just walk up and down for about 10 minutes, probably listen to a podcast or something. What was I going to say? What I'm going to do as well though, because I won't be able to talk to you when I'm having my pre-workout meal. So I'm going to show you my pre-workout meal first, and then I will explain a little bit about it. It is jasmine rice with 40 grams of banana, 60 grams of chicken, and 10 grams of almond butter. And the reason I'm showing this to you now is because I obviously get 2 breaks, not 3, so I don't have a break to eat that meal. And then if I was to eat this meal after work, it's just too close to training. So let me take this off. It is actually warm in here. So what I do is I hop out to the bathroom and get that meal in ASAP, about 2 o'clock if I can, or 2:15 if I can. Now, if work is busy, which sometimes it is, and I physically cannot even get out to the toilet, that's where the issues kind of arise, because obviously I can't get that meal in then. I can't get all of it in anyway because it's just too much before training. I'm too heavy going into training. My body is still digesting rather than allowing me to train optimally. So in those cases, what I do is I will eat the protein. So I eat the chicken. I will eat the banana because it's quick and easy. I will then eat as much rice as I can with the nut butter because I don't want any fats post-workout. I will eat as much rice as I can before feeling too full, or I get to the stage where I'm too full to go into training. And then whatever I've left, which is probably about, let's say, a quarter or a third of the rice that's left over, I'll just add to my post-workout meal. So obviously we find ways around it. It's not ideal. Would I love to just sit down and eat my pre-workout in peace? Of course I would, but it is not always possible. Now, today I'm not predicting a lot of work at the end of the day, so I probably will be able to get out to eat that meal. But I won't be coming to the car. I'll just eat it in the locker room and then get back in and finish off my work for today. With that, I also take 1 cap of Trained by JP Ensure, which is a GDA, and I get that off my core supplements. You can use code Olivia to save yourself a bit of monies. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna eat my meal up, and then the next time you see me, I'll be done with work for today. It'll be 3 o'clock and I will be heading to the gym. What am I training today? I will tell you when I'm in there. I don't think I'll be filming my session just because we still have a lot to get through when I get home from the gym. So I think filming the workout might just make this vlog way too long, and I might just save that for another day, another vlog. I will take you through all my training eventually. I just need to buy microphones. I'm too broke right now. So yeah. So I will catch you before we head into the gym, and I'll tell you what I'm training, and then after that I will catch you for a post-workout update, and then we're gonna go home and really start the second half of my day where all the magic happens. Jesus, that was a long day, and I am so happy it is over. But guess what? The day's not really over. My day's only starting because we're going to the gym. We're going in for a glutes and lats session. What else could a bikini girl want? So I have, what do I have? I have kickbacks, hip thrusts, hip banded RDLs, Bulgarian split squats, some sort of a pull movement. I know I have a unilateral row, and rear delts. So it's going to be a long session. It's going to be a good session. I am pumped for it today, I have to say. Even the Bulgarians. I'm going to finish off my coffee, drive to the gym. I managed to get my meal in at work. So yeah, I will not be taking the camera to the gym, just because, as I said, this vlog would be so long, and we still have a lot to get through when I get home today. So I'm just going to go to the gym, I'm going to get my shit done. The next time you will see and hear from me will be when I'm finished in the gym, probably at home or driving back home. Probably at home. I might just wait till I'm home because, as I said, we still have a lot to get through and I want people to stay. By the way, stay till the end of the vlog because I do have a surprise at the end. I will be announcing something, so stay tuned. 2-hour session on the dot. Dunzo. That was quite the session. Do you know what? I was so pumped for it, and then I got stuck in traffic, which I never get stuck in traffic at this time. I dropped my phone. So that put me off, and then it was just roasting in there. I was sweating after the first exercise, but still got it done nonetheless. Did progress in some bits by literally like a rep or two, but I'll take it. Any progression is a progression. I did improve on my form in like 1 or 2 exercises, which I'm really happy with, and I have 2 exercises I'm just a bit unsure of, so I'm going to shoot them over to Kuba and see what he says, because he's really good at providing training feedback. So I've learned so much from him over the last 4 weeks or 6 weeks. It's actually insane. So I'm just tidying up my car because I'll have to do when I pull up to the house otherwise. Because I have a load of chargers, because I had to bring a spare chargers to charge the camera today. But yeah, we're going to head home. And, but yeah, we're going to head home now and get to work. No rest for the wicked. So yeah, I'm going to take you home and I'll show you what I get up to after work is done, after the gym is done. What do my evenings really look like every day? Did I walk into the house, set up the camera, and then walk back out with all my bags? Maybe. I thought I'd show you how I actually enter the house every day after the gym. I've got my gym bag, which is still really heavy, even though I drank all the water. Got my food bag, got my bag with all the water bottles, and that's how we come home. So, I thought I would show you what I do right after the gym. Now, my main kind of rule when I get home from the gym is that I don't sit down. Because if I sit down to eat my post-workout meal straight away, it is game over. I'm going to get tired because obviously I am wrecked after my sessions. And if I sit down, I'm just going to get too comfortable and I'm not going to want to get up and I'm going to start procrastinating, doing the things that I need to do. So my rule is I do not sit down. So I empty out my food bag, wash out my Tupperware, and get straight to meal prepping for the next day. Because you've seen my morning. You see how early my mornings start. The key is preparation for the next day for me. I need to make sure everything is laid out. My food is prepped in the fridge for the next day. My supplements are laid out. My coffee cups, everything is laid out for the next morning. So I don't have to think. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to wash out all my Tupperware from today. I'm going to prep my meals for tomorrow. Tomorrow is a rest day, thank God. So I only need to bring 2 meals to work. And I only need to make my breakfast now, so only 3 meals, and they're half prepped, some of them already, which is good. By the way, I really need to go to the toilet, so I'm trying to keep this quick. And once I have all the meal prep and everything done, that's when I'm going to make my post-workout and sit down for like 10, 15, 20 minutes even before getting back to work. By the way, can we just appreciate the pump from today's session? Not mad about it. But yeah, so let's get to work. Let's see what I actually have already prepped in the fridge. So meals at work tomorrow are actually the exact same: beef and potatoes, chicken and potatoes, 1 round of blueberries, no pineapple. So I actually have my potatoes and my veg already cooked. So I'm just gonna throw the potatoes in the air fryer with my peri-peri seasoning. I have got my chicken already cooked. I have my rice cooked for when I get home tomorrow. I have an extra bit of veg already cooked. What I am missing is my beef because I only took it out of the freezer yesterday. So I'm going to cook that up. I have 300 grams, which is 3 days worth, which is perfect. Today is what? Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So it'll do me until the end of the weekend, which is fab. And then I just need to make breakfast, which is 1 egg, 175 mils of egg whites, and 50 grams of veg. And that is literally all I have to make for tomorrow. So it really shouldn't take me longer than half an hour between cleaning up after today and prepping for tomorrow. I'm then going to lay out all my subs for tomorrow, weigh out all the powders, fill up all my water bottles, and then I'm going to sit down to eat my post-workout meal. I am then going to either shower first, depending how I feel, or get straight to work and then shower before bed. I do like showering before bed. See, there's no point in me showering right after the gym and then showering again before bed because that's literally like 2-hour window. So I think I'm just gonna stick it out. I'm not actually that sweaty. I'm gonna stick it out and get to work after I do all of this, and I will bring you through what kind of work I do in the evenings and how long it takes me and how I kind of schedule out and plan out my evenings. Today obviously is a little bit slower because I'm filming, and it just took me a bit longer to get home today because of the road works. So yeah, it's hectic. It's very hectic. It's currently 5:30 in the evening. I'm only home after leaving at 6 o'clock in the morning, and there is still a whole evening of work ahead of me. So I'm just gonna prep what I need to prep. I'm gonna put you on a little time lapse or something like that, and I will catch you at my post-workout meal then.
Okay, montage number 2, meal prep. So obviously first I need to wash all the dishes from work. Then my potatoes are already cooked, so I'm just popping them in the air fryer with my peri-peri seasoning. I am then seasoning my beef with a bit of Cajun, and that's going to go in the pan. Let's see, egg whites, so that is for my breakfast meal. Weighing out my egg whites and my 1 egg, and I've also weighed out veg to go with that meal, so you'll see the finished product after. Salt, pepper, chili flakes, which you'll see coming now. There we go. Beautiful. And then that goes into my beef. That gets cooked. Everything gets cooked, portioned, plated, That's my beef, potato, and now everything just needs to be weighed out and separated between boxes and plates. That's all the meals for tomorrow done. So I have my breakfast, my omelette with my veggies. I know it's a bit dark. It's just the windows in here. Sometimes the light can go off. And we've got chicken, potato, and veg. We've got beef, potato, and veg. And I've got 200 extra beef left over. So I have one more thing that I want to weigh out for tomorrow, which is rice and my chicken for when I get back home. Because tomorrow I'm going to race back home after work, and then we're going to go straight to do our grocery shop, and then I have to do my horrendous routes. So there's not going to be a lot of time. But I saved this till the end because I will actually be eating rice post-workout. So it just makes more sense to weigh it out all together. So my meal post-workout is cream of rice. But what I've been absolutely loving, let me try and get the light back on me. What I've been absolutely loving is a mixture of rice and cream of rice. I got it from Kuba's vlog and it is savage. Because obviously I love cream of rice, but there's not that much texture to it, like thickness. But if you add rice and you microwave that, it is like a rice pudding kind of thing. So that's what we're going to do. So my post-workout is 75 grams total. So I think I'll go 40 rice and a 35 cream of rice. I've got 30 whey and 150 grams of strawberries. So I'm just going to put that together, and then I'm just going to weigh out rice and chicken for tomorrow that's already cooked in the fridge. Go me. I love making my life that little bit easier on training days. Rest days are usually the big meal prep days, or Mondays, because my check-in feedback comes through on Monday. But it's actually my shortest session of the week because it's just push. So I'm home probably before 5 o'clock usually, 4:45, 5 at the latest. So I have loads of time to meal prep. And Mondays are usually a little bit quieter on workload as well. So meal prep days are usually Mondays, then rest day Wednesdays, and then the weekend. So yeah. So let's get to it. I'm going to make my post-workout, show you, and then we're going to get to work. I will briefly show you how I make it. So I'm going to boil the kettle, but I'll do that after because it's obviously going to be loud. So I'm actually going to start with my whey paste. So I have 30 grams of whey, which is the Perform Isolate White Chocolate Hazelnut or White Kinder Bueno. Ignore the light, please. Hello. So we got 30 grams of that, and I'm just going to mix that with water and make it into, it's going to go everywhere, and make it into a paste. I know my apartment is an absolute mess. We literally haven't had a minute this week to do anything. So my weekend isn't too hectic this week, so we're going to do like a nice deep clean at the weekend. Obviously we do clean as we go, like we sweep the floors after we meal prep and, you know, clean the kitchen after every round of meal prep, but some things have just taken a back seat because it's been a very busy week. It's Thursday and I still haven't slowed down since ever. Obviously we had Lynn's show last weekend, so we didn't really have last weekend at home to kind of prep for the week ahead and stuff like that. So I was a little behind on work and stuff, so you know, little bits and bobs like chores just took a little bit of a backseat, but we'll catch up on it very, very soon. So I've got my whey paste. Just gonna, beautiful. I'm gonna pop that in the freezer. I'm also going to weigh up my strawberries. So I usually do like a mix of frozen and fresh. Frozen into the microwave and then fresh are fresh. But I just have a lot of berries to just be having fresh because listen, berries are very expensive. And I have 150 grams in this meal. I'm just gonna kind of pick out the ones that are a little more gone off or about to go off. I'm gonna go in with the rest frozen. I'm just using up what I have before we go grocery shopping tomorrow. So that's going to go in the microwave. So then I have my 40 grams of rice weighed out here. 35 cream of rice. And I can't actually show you the flavor that I have. It's the sticky toffee from Trained by JP. But I put it into an empty tub of whey that I finished. Because I hate having to get cream of rice
out of its bag. I wish all of them came in tubs like Whey does. But anyway, we've got 35 grams, which looks like absolutely nothing. So I'm going to boil the kettle and pour a good bit of water over this. I am then going to mix in my rice, and that's going to go in the microwave then, and it's going to thicken up nicely, hopefully, and just heat up the strawberries. So I'm just going to boom, 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 and show you. Anyway, if you're wondering where John is, he's still at the gym. He finishes work an hour later than I do, so he usually comes back home about an hour later than I do. More or less, depending on the session. The only thing is our rest days don't always align anymore in our training days. We used to have set training days and rest days, and we'd make sure they're the same, so we could actually see each other, because as you can see, I've barely seen him today since the morning. I said hi to him in the gym and went our separate ways. But he is on a rolling split now, so his rest days and training days are actually pretty much different every week. We got lucky this week because we are both resting tomorrow, hence why we're going to go and do our shop and everything like that. So this is pretty much ready. I'm going to show you. So I've got rice and cream of rice mixed together, and I know it looks like absolute mush, but listen, it does the job. So we're gonna put in our strawberries. So these are the fresh ones. I then mixed the frozen ones with a bit of stevia because I just find frozen a little bit too sour. So I just used powdered stevia. So I'm gonna put those in. I'm gonna save some on the side because it's actually too much to put in here. You'll see in a second. And then I'm gonna get the whey out of the freezer. So it looks something like this. Nice and thick, and I'm just gonna pop it on top, and I'm gonna bring this over to the couch, and I'm just going to sit for just a few minutes. Beautiful. So I don't have my tripod like I did this morning, so we're just gonna work with this angle for just a couple of minutes before I bring it over to the office anyway. So yeah, this is the time that I take to myself for a little bit, literally 15 minutes, 20 minutes tops, depending how full I am. Today's an upper body day, so the food volume isn't as high. Like on a leg day, I'd have to have this in a much bigger bowl. But this is where the cooked rice comes in handy as well. It just decreases the volume, makes it easier to digest. But as I said, I kind of take this 15-20 minutes just to myself. I will put on a little bit of Netflix or YouTube or whatever it is that I'm watching at the moment. Right now it'll be YouTube. I'm not really watching anything by myself that I'm allowed to watch without John anyway. We're watching Sons of Anarchy. And then I head straight into the office. So it is currently 6:15. So it took me about 40 minutes to make all my food for tomorrow and make my post-workout meal. So obviously it does take a chunk of the evening, but it just has to be done with the amount of meals and different foods that I'm on right now. I have to meal prep every day to some extent. Some days are shorter than others. I've less to prep, but I do have to prep every day. So it does take a little bit out of my evening, but it also just makes my mornings easier, where obviously the brain power isn't as good. Clearly right now it isn't either after that session, because I can't put my thoughts together and get them out in words. But yeah, it does take a little bit of time in the evenings, and then I'll be in the office just before 7 o'clock, and I literally have an hour and a half to just knock out as much work as I can, because obviously I do need to get to bed on time to be up at 4:30 every morning, or whatever time it is that I get up. So, but yeah, let me just enjoy this for a few minutes, take a minute to just kind of calm down, because my nervous system is still going crazy after that session and just with everything I have to do. So let me just eat this, wind down, switch off for a few minutes, and then I'll catch you in the office. All right, so blue light blockers are going on, and I just sat down in the office waiting for my computer to turn on. So it is currently 6:45, and I'm only sitting down to work. Where's my mouse? I like to use a separate mouse when I work. It just makes it easier. So I still have things open from yesterday. So let me just show you my setup. I've got my ring light because I need to film a story. I've got my laptop, and I've got my big screen. and I've got a Yankee. Plan of action tonight. So tonight is not a heavy workload day. I have no check-ins, which makes today a little bit easier. I had a few check-ins yesterday on my rest day. So my check-in days mainly with clients are my rest days and the weekends when I have more time. Like my rest days are Wednesdays, Fridays and Sundays, but obviously Saturday I'm not at work as well, so I can do check-ins those days too. Any other days they would be evening check-ins like today, but they're mainly for prep clients, photo shoot prep clients, especially coming up to their photo shoots where the check-ins are more frequent. So today what I need to do is I need to upload a YouTube vlog, the one you would have seen before this one. I need to upload this today. I have the thumbnail made and everything, so I just need to upload it. I need to announce a free posing lesson that I'm giving away and film a story for it too. I have the post already made. I made it this morning on the walking pad, but now I need to make a story to kind of go with it. I might give you a sneak peek of what I'm working on as well in the background, but I'll do that in a second. What else do I have to do? I have a to-do list. See, I don't even remember. Like, my brain is honestly fried after training and just after a whole day of work. So yeah, okay, meal prepping is done. Upload YouTube, stuff for the free pose and that. So that's mainly what I need to do, but I also need to start setting up peak week sheets for one of my photo shoot prep clients. Her peak week doesn't start till next weekend, not this weekend coming, next weekend, but I want to have the sheets made in advance so she could also get an idea of what peak week is going to be looking like. And it just allows me to get a little bit ahead because this week's check-ins are going to be fairly busy at the weekend. I have a couple of new plans to write, a couple of plans to completely update and transform because people are going into different phases of their lives and their fitness journeys. So it's going to be a very busy weekend alongside multiple posing sessions. So I kind of want to get ahead for the week and get things done. But I am going to pull something up that I am working on. I'm working on two things right now, and you guys are going to be the first ones to hear about it probably. Unless I post it before that. But I don't know yet. I might be posting one of them this weekend, which I'll keep the giveaway going until this vlog is live, so you guys have a chance to jump at it too. But it is a 6-week free coaching with me. Look here, I'll just show it to you on the big screen. 6 weeks one-to-one coaching with the nutrition plan, training plan, check-ins, and obviously access to me 24/7, and just some little rules on how to enter. And then I am also working on something a little more interesting, which is an 8-week Christmas shred. So rock those party outfits in your most confident self. So that is what it would entail. Price is going to be €150, which is less than $250 a day. It is less than a cup of coffee a day. It is less than an energy drink or protein bar that some people do get every single day. So it's very cheap. It's heavily discounted from my normal online coaching, but that's just something I want to give back to my clients, to my followers, to you guys, whoever is interested. There will be limited spaces. I can't take on too many clients at once either. But it's pretty much going to be my whole normal online coaching package, just 8 weeks for a set price. And then for the best transformation, both physical and mindset wise, emotional, there is going to be a prize. Depending how many people enter, that's what's going to determine the price. So yes, that's kind of what I'm working on. So it's 6:45 now, so I have 7:45, about an hour and a half just to knock out as much as I can. So I'm gonna start with the YouTube, so I can just upload it and let it upload in the background, and then I'm gonna do the free posing lesson that I'm giving away. I'm gonna work on that and post the story, so film and post the story, and then I'm gonna start working on the peak week sheets. And there's just a couple of clients I need to check up on because they're traveling back home from holidays and stuff like that. So I just want to put their mind at ease as well as to what to do when they come back, even though they kind of know already, but still I just want to make sure they're okay. And there is something else I was going to work on, and my head is literally empty right now, but I'm sure I'll figure it out in a couple of minutes when I get to work. That's usually how it starts. I sit down to work and then the work just flows. But yeah, so as you can see, this is kind of what my evenings look like pretty much every single day. I'm definitely gonna film a rest day edition of one of my days during the week. I might just skip all the morning stuff because they are the exact same every single day. But I might bring you through kind of my afternoons after work on a rest day as well, because it does differ. I do a lot more work, that's for sure. Because I come home, it's meal prep, work. So I'm definitely going to film that too at some stage. Now, my camera's about to die, so I need to go and plug it in anyway, but I'm just going to get cracking on work here, and I will catch up with you when I'm finished, and we'll see where the evening takes us then. So, it is 8 o'clock in the evening. Laptop work is done. I might pop back on when I'm all chilled out in bed. Sometimes I do that as well, even though I know I shouldn't, but I do. So yeah, this is done. I am going to hop into the shower now. Nice hot shower. And then I'm going to make my last meal, and I will catch you at my last meal. I start to prep all my clothes for the morning as well, which I will do after I shower. And yeah, I'll catch you at my last meal. I'm very tired right now. But I got a chunk of work done. The giveaway is posted, YouTube is uploaded, peak week protocols are started, the sheets are done, and the first 2 days of peak week are done. Then obviously we're going to have to monitor as we go, so I can't pre-set all of that. But I have a rough idea anyway. And what else did I do? That's pretty much it. I was working on the peak week protocols for a good bit, but they're pretty much all ready to go, so I'm very happy with that. I also just need to make a little to-do list for tomorrow, because I'm gonna have a bit of work tomorrow evening as well. And yeah, so I'm just gonna hop in the shower now. Again, no fancy angles here. I'm not bothered setting up the tripod, but I've got everything laid out for the morning: the clothes, the subs, the waters, the coffees, everything like you would have seen this morning. I've got my last meal, which is just another bowl of cream of rice, but just a little bit on the smaller side and more fats. So to be honest, this is the better bowl of cream of rice. It's actually half cream of rice, half rice flakes that I cook on the hob, which actually takes me less time than cream of rice, which is surprising. But anyway, it is 8:30 in the evening, and it is finally time to wind down after I replied to some more clients, because some messages just came through. So obviously I'm not going to keep them waiting till tomorrow, but I'm going to eat first. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed coming along with me for the day. A very realistic day. I know it has been requested, hence why I'm filming this. It is not a, oh woe is me, look how much I do. It is just, I just wanted to show you that it can be done. I do a lot in the day, and as you see, I don't have a lot of free time, and that is pretty much every day. Some days more hectic than others. Today was a fairly chill day, if I'm being honest. It can get a lot more hectic than this. But yeah, 8:30, about an hour until we go to bed, because I do aim to be in bed for 9:30 as much as I can every day. Not always possible. But this is pretty much the only time that I get to just sit down and do nothing. So that's what I'm gonna do for just the last hour. Take my evening subs, take my nighttime subs, and head to bed in an hour or so. This is also pretty much the only time, if you want to pop your head in, this is pretty much the only time we actually have together in the day. So when you think, just before you think that being a bodybuilding couple, we get to do everything together, train together, eat together, not really.
Especially now because training is different.
I told them about that your training days are different. And like, even if we are in the gym at the same time, our sessions are so different. We just kind of do our thing.
Say hi and...
Yeah, we say hi. I might come over for a top set here and there. Or when I'm finishing earlier than you are, I stand and wait for you to finish the set so I can say goodbye.
And wash my red face.
And wash your red face, yeah. He's doing legs today. He's a bit... Yeah, he doesn't want to show his face today. He's dead. I'm very tired myself. So yeah. By the way, the posing giveaway is proving to be a bit of a success. I've already gotten some reshares and comments, and including John, who wants a wellness posing lesson.
My glutes are fucking huge.
He's not getting a free lesson. He's gonna have to pay for it. But anyway, as I said, I hope what?
I'll hoover.
Okay, deal. So as I said, Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you stay tuned for the next one. And please don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss future videos. Follow me on Instagrams, all of them. And make sure you let me know in the... Make sure you let me down. I'm not getting that out. Make sure you let me know in the comments if there is anything you'd like to see from me, whether it be something more bodybuilding related or just lifestyle related, whatever it is.
Food challenge?
No, Kuba will not approve of a food challenge. To be honest, I have a feeling when he increases my food, that'll be a food challenge in itself. Considering how much I struggled when he gave me my food first. But anyway, my food's gone cold, so I need to eat. So I shall see you in the next one. Ciao!